Hi guys, two things. This is version 3 of the chassis for the paddle wheel balloon powered car with another tube, or whatever you want to call it, on the top there, a different design. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. The other thing is I've actually found my anemometer, so we can have a look at the airflow from the different tubes or valves, or whatever you want to call them. Tubes, I should think. So I'll do a separate video for that. What we'll do now is we'll just give this one a run backwards and forwards. Now, the intention with this was just to improve the way I can blow the balloon up and then put the tube in place. So this bit comes out nice and easily now, or at least it does if it stays in focus. So that just pops in that slot there now and stays in place nicely. I don't expect an improvement in performance because we're still using the same balloon, same chassis, same wheels. I'm not quite sure what size outlet that is. That looks quite small. That looks smaller than the ones I was using on here. I don't know. Yeah, possibly a bit smaller. And I think we'd established using these. Oh, we're all out of focus, sorry. I think we'd established using these that when I'd gone to that really small one, I'd gone too far and we were starting to lose distance again. Yeah. So, we'll give it a try, but don't get all excited. This is just about an easier way of putting this in place. That is the tube from the simple balloon powered car, just reprinted in a slightly different layout so it could slot in there. So it's got the vertical or 90-degree bend that some people have been asking for, so the balloon points upwards until it flops over and falls on the wheel. Hopefully it'll just fall backwards, so it should be okay. That's another reason we got these ridges up the side, so it doesn't fall directly in and wrap up the axle. Just little design features that I haven't really gone through why it's this shape. One of the other reasons it's this general size and shape is that's the limit of the printer bed. If I want to go any longer, then I have to print it in sections and join them together. So that's just about as wide as you can go, or as long as you can go, to be more exact, on the existing printer bed. So this is one of the balloons we've used already to try and keep it fairly even, or comparative is the word I'm trying to think of. Okay, so that fits on there nicely. Can we get a straight launch and go straight up the kitchen? A bit of a slow start. So we're out of air. Distance wise, are we going to do it? No, we're not going to do the full distance. I'll give it another go just in case I didn't blow it up as much. But that doesn't look like an improvement on distance. Just convenience for getting that pipe in place. And slightly less chance of it fouling the wheel. We're going to go too far left this time. Oh no, I think we're just going to be okay. Still not going to do the distance though. Where are we? Oh, go on. Okay, so version 3 chassis. I am finding it a little bit easier to put that pipe in place, but we're still not getting the distance. I suppose I could just try one of the bigger balloons just to see what happens. See if it fouls on the wheels. Right, this is a bigger balloon. Okay, bigger balloon. Bouncing on the back wheel. So that's definitely not helping. Getting caught between both wheels. No, we've lost it now. So, there we go, bigger balloon, vertically mounted, but as it goes soft, it's just going down and getting stuck on the wheels. The fix to that would be to have a flat plate over there to cover the wheels so the balloon can't land on them. Just a thin piece of card or something like that. So a quick modification to test my theory, just a bit of card that should keep the balloon away from the wheels so it can't drop on the wheels when it goes soft. Hang on a minute. Right, change the camera to wide angle so we can see a bit more. Okay, we're in position. Try and point it in the right direction. So we're under power. In other words, the air is still blowing. And we're getting all the way to the end with power to spare. So bigger balloon, 90-degree turn in the pipe so it points upwards, and then fenders, mud guards, something to stop the balloon falling onto the wheel. And that works. We might as well see if we can go back the other way. Probably not with that balloon. Okay, we'll get another one. Okay, another balloon. There we go, we've gone full length, both directions. And we've modified it quite a bit so that we don't get the balloon falling on the wheels. And we've used a bigger balloon. So, not a fair comparison to the previous versions. I expect if I'd have done the same modification to the previous versions, we could have used a bigger balloon on them. But yeah, there we go. So version 3 or Mark 3 chassis. I can't remember which. Oh yeah, that's Mark 4 paddle wheel because it's got both sides on it instead of just being a single-sided one. That's about it. And then that's a different shaped pipe. It's got a 90-degree bend in it so the balloon points upwards and slots in there quite nicely. You could play around with adjusting the exact position the pipe points at the paddle. You can't get it much closer to it because you've got to get your finger in there to release it. Now you could look at doing some sort of valve in there to open it, but every way I looked at it, and I've been thinking about it quite a bit, it still involves you having to turn something or twist something. Can't remember whether it was Mike or Ed. I think it was Mike suggested some sort of spring-loaded ball valve thing that you could hold in place and then release and it would spring out of the way. Probably could do that, but I don't think I can print fine enough tolerances with my 3D printer to do that. Or at least not easily. So that might be an idea. Some sort of spring retained ball valve in there that you could hold in place so your finger's well away from there, and then as you take your finger off, the spring would push the ball away from the flow of air, and so you could have a quick release method. But I think, I said this a little while ago, I think that's as far as I want to take that. I have at least demonstrated we can go the full distance if we use a bigger balloon. So I think that'll do for now. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.